Lechtworth Village is a well-known name in mental health history for all the wrong reasons. Opened in 1911 as an all-age institution for the feeble-minded and epileptic, it began with really good intentions, as to not be a warehouse-type asylum and instead house everybody in buildings that are no more than 2 stories and can only house 70 patients at most, other than the medical building, which is a little bigger, but that was a different situation. The buildings were all styled after Monticello, and it was a farm asylum, meaning up until the 70s, all the patients that could worked on a farm for the asylum, thought to promote better mental health and give them a sense of purpose. Originally considered a great asylum, by 10 years in, people were already starting to bring up issues with the treatment of patients. And by 1921, there was about 1,200 patients in here, most of them being children. In the 1940s, a man by the name of Irvin came here and took photos of the conditions. And they showed naked patients walking around aimlessly, basically completely unkept. And it didn't get better. In the 1950s, there were 4,000 patients here, and it became obvious that it was just a dumping ground for people to dump their children that they couldn't take care of. With the facility being full of what the state considered essentially useless children, they decided they could experiment on them. And in 1950, a doctor here developed a polio vaccine and gave it to himself and an assistant. And they decided to expand on it more. So they gave it to a child. And he survived, thankfully. And then they gave it to 19 more. And they all survived, and they had better antibodies. So it was an important step to the development of the polio vaccine and saved thousands of children's lives. But at what cost? Experimenting on children? Really? In 1972, Gerardo Rivera did an expose here and showed that conditions were just as bad here as they had been 50 years ago. And in 1996, the state had finally had enough and the campus closed. After the campus closed, the state didn't know what to do with the buildings. So they left them, and now it's a public park. You can come out and visit, but you're not supposed to go into the buildings. But if you do go in, don't be stupid and be safe.